Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Listen, I want to get into some things and I want to get into some things quickly. Alabama Barker, you're a blackfisher. I don't even know who this little girl is for real, but before we get into any of the real stuff, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, comment your New Year's resolution. We never got into New Year's resolutions. It's the end of January. Comment your New Year's resolution down there. And without further ado, let's get into this. So Playback the other day introduced us to a young woman named Alabama Barker, who is Travis Barker, the famous rock star's daughter. She's been going viral for her videos with her and her black friends and her makeup and her hair and everything like that. Internet sensation. Nothing new, different white girl, right? But what's so interesting is that there's a subsection of people saying that she's blackfishing. I mean, it even got so big that Playback picked the video up. Now, I want to get into some of the things that Playback said, but honestly, I want to have a dissection of the lady that they were reacting to, because she even responded to them saying that they misconstrued her whole argument. Let's start there.
Okay, so these YouTubers called the Playback, that's what their YouTube is called. Go look them up. I never even fucking heard of y'all until somebody commented under one of my videos saying that I made it on the Playback. And I was so flattered. Oh, what's that? Let me go look. And not me going to find a whole 11-minute and 14-second video of y'all talking shit about me. Little old me with 334 followers on TikTok made a video about Alabama Barker acting black, and y'all took all of my videos, chopped and screwed up the fucking words to make it appear like I was this racist and I'm hating on her and I'm this, that, and the other. And whatever the fuck your name is, you said I'm bored. How bored do y'all gotta be to make a 11-minute video about irrelevant ass me?
Well, honestly, they're not bored. Let's just get that straight out the way. They're content creators, so they're creating content based off of popular trends, and you just happen to catch their team's eye. I'm not gonna cape for them just because they're my brother and my brother's friend or whatever, but I want to get into this and be critical of it.
And then you took a clip of a video of her dancing with her friends that was never associated with any of the shit that I said myself out of my own mouth. It wasn't about that video of her dancing with her friends. I've seen multiple videos on her page that come up on my For You page that just give me that impression about her. But I love how y'all twisted that shit up and tried to flip the script and make it look like I'm this racist ass person. Then y'all got hella little ass kids coming to my page telling me that I'm racist and this, that, and the other. Listen, my mom is half white. Literally, my mom is a whole white woman. I'm not racist at all. My mom grew up in the hood with black people. My mom don't act like Alabama Barker acts.
I do think we do got to stop doing that. And this is the dangers of like online commentary platforms and stuff like that. I've been in places and spaces where people hear the commentator's opinion and they go out and regurgitate it or go in and act, I don't want to say violence, but some sort of harassment to said person that they reacted to because of an opinion formulated by somebody else. And it might back theirs just a little bit, but stop harassing the people that Destiny or Playback or Pearly Things or whoever, Fresh and Fit, don't harass them. Please don't do that. A lot of them are just normal average people. These content creators have teams and they just so happen to pick up on your content and then they go out there and they make content based off of your content. But that doesn't give those people like the right to be open to all of the criticism and backlash from like the little minions that can't even elaborate on their point. It's crazy to me.
I'm just basing that off of my own personal life experiences and what I think is appropriate and what I don't think is appropriate. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to sit up here and talk about me and say I'm not doing anything for black people and I'm stereotyping black people, because I'm not. Clearly y'all didn't watch everything that I fucking said, because if you watched all of the videos, I very, very, very clearly explained what I was saying. What I said, that she acts black, I explained it. But shout out to y'all for giving me these views, running up my page, got people talking shit to me. I love it. Like, I'm flattered. I definitely wanted to go viral, not like that, but let's just establish that while y'all are here. Not a racist, don't give a fuck about Alabama Barker, don't give a fuck about whatever y'all names are on the Playback YouTube channel.
Well, obviously you do care about the situation because you've cut your comments off, and that's the main way people can communicate with you, maybe challenge you on your standpoint. But with that being said, let's go take a look at what she said, because I don't think that this video of this young woman or any of these videos of her on her page where she's with her friends or whatever the case may be explicitly says that she's acting black or blackfishing. But maybe I don't understand where your perspective is coming from, so let me hear what you got to say.
I just came here to say, scrolling my TikTok, Alabama Barker always comes up on my For You page, and she kind of annoys me a little bit because she's just like, she wants to be black so fucking bad. Mark my words, when that girl turns 18, she's gonna be like the next fucking bad baby. Like, she's gonna be super tan, lips done, ass fat, all that. Alabama Barker is gonna be a fucking problem. Give it like 3 or 4 years.
So I do see where there's some problems. I mean, naturally, there's some problems there. Saying that she's going to be a problem inherently, this might be some layman speak or whatever, but I'm hoping that you don't say this because you think that she's going to be like an actual issue to society. I don't think that what Bad Baby does is an issue to society as well. But to go back to it, you're trying to correlate being black as hell with some of the other things that you named in the video, which are lips done, ass fat, just out there and being like Bad Baby. But from my understanding, Alabama Barker is just a young girl doing content with her friends. She happens to have on, makeup, lipstick, lashes, and X, Y, and Z, things that girls get, normal things that girls get. So maybe from my depiction, I can't see how she's blackfishing.
Hi, I'm just coming on here to say one thing about a girl talking on TikTok, and I shouldn't even be addressing it or giving her my attention or energy, but since she keeps lying and saying really false accusations that are just really ugly and not cute, I would love to put my part in. So this is what she posted. I went to Bender at an event and almost had to beat up Alabama in her B words.
I just wanted to play that clip and segment to say that even compared to Bad Baby when she was like 16 years old, I don't even hear an accent. I don't hear AAVE. I don't hear any slang. I don't hear any lingo or anything like that. I just see an image of a young girl with makeup, lipstick, hair extensions, lashes, and things like that. And if you're saying the heavy makeup is included in the black aesthetic, that's fine, but that doesn't inherently make you black. So maybe I'm just missing this lady's whole argument as to why she's saying that this is blackfishing or this is not. I think sometimes words can be used very loosely as well. Sometimes people don't understand what words mean. But let's hear her out.
I see that my video has very quickly gotten views and comments that I was not expecting. I was just posting that for my friends, so we could talk about Alabama Barker. But since it's getting attention, how does wanting those things equal wanting to be black? Genuinely don't understand that logic. And you wouldn't because you're a white woman. So probably why you don't get it. But let me break it down to you in the most unrude and undisrespectful way. Having tan skin and big lips and a fat ass doesn't necessarily equal that you want to be black. But those things are aligned with black culture.
Even in that statement there, I think she contradicts herself, but she gives some explanation, hopefully. I think before we even get into the synopsis breakdown as to what she's about to say, it's clear that she had some identity issues growing up. And I don't think that that's tough to say, but that's at least what I'm gathering from what she's saying here in her past comments.
Women are. Black women have dark skin. Black women have big lips. Black women naturally have big asses. And just recently, within the past 10 years or so, all of these things have become cool for white girls.
Well, let's be sure to say that like tan skin has always been a thing. People have always been getting tan skin. It's always, I guess, not been cool to have pale skin, except for like in the days of like George Washington and stuff where they were going to the lengths of like extensively powdering their faces. But nevertheless, it was always cool to have tan skin as far as I can understand. I mean, there's videos and depictions on like Final Destination where they put these people in these tanning booths because tanning was always in. Tanning has always been in.
It's cool. I mean, if it's your prerogative and that's how you want to live your life. But for somebody who's a child, we've been watching Alabama Barker on TikTok since the pandemic. And she's been like this since she was like 14, 15 years old. Very fucking grown. She's always half naked, always hanging out with some boys, just always doing some shit that just looks really inappropriate for a young girl her age. I'm saying this, that she wants to be black because the way that she carries herself.
Like I said, it sounds like a bunch of tired talking points from like bitter women who are older, who might have aged out. To say that this young person is carrying herself in an old manner because she's always around boys, because she has friends that are boys. I mean, her father's a famous rock star, for Pete's sake. Like, I don't think that she's around boys that inherently makes her older or should age her up or anything like that. In fact, that's a tired trope against like African American women to say that they're hypersexualized because they're always hanging around boys potentially. Like that's a very, very, very bad explanation as to why she's grown up or whatever the case may be, because she's always around boys. And again, I only seen a couple videos of her. Maybe I need to scroll back to when she was 15 and 14 to see, but from what I can tell, I don't see anything that indicates her acting black per se.
She posts herself on there rapping the rap songs and doing her little hip roll and dancing like somebody who is black. Like, if you don't see it, then that's just because you're choosing to be blind to the fact. But she very much so tries to present herself like she's a young black woman, and she's not a young black woman. She is a young white girl, and there's nothing wrong with with that. My mother is a white woman. It's okay if you're white. Be white. You don't have to change yourself or anything about your natural God-given appearance to try to be cool and fit in.
I would go to ask her, like, what does a young white woman act like? I truly don't know. I would genuinely like to know, what does a young white woman act like? I can go on TikTok and I could find every single dancing trend that you could imagine, whether it be the just wanna rock, and it's populated. I understand where it started off in black culture, but it's populated by young white kids. The stiff hips, all of that is populated now by white kids. I think a lot of these things that she is mentioning are just pop cultural phenomenons, and pop culture is black culture, but that doesn't inherently mean that somebody is blackfishing or trying to portray the image of what a black person is. Now, if she's mixing that up with Bad Baby, which she did mention, then that's fine, because Bad Baby, the AAVE, some of the wording she used, I think at one point in time she was using the word nigga. That's a very easy, clear depiction of somebody blackfishing. Nikita Dragon at one point was blackfishing. Same thing with people like Aquafina or Ariana Grande. There's a lot of different ways that people can say that some of these people were blackfishing. Tanning inherently isn't blackfishing. Going from light skin to orange skin doesn't mean that you're blackfishing. I would never say that Donald Trump is blackfishing, but when you change whole skin tones to a more browner shade, I'm talking about going from something like this pale to this right here, all the way to this darkness. That right there is blackfishing. That's easy to depict. When you have video or when you have sound bites of how you sounded at one point in time and it was very much suburban or enunciated speech, and you go from that all the way to talking in AAVE, that's clear blackfishing. Those things are blackfishing. Depicting your lifestyle to be adjacent to black people, that's also blackfishing. But as I scroll down Alabama Barker's page,
but I don't sleep enough without you, and I can't eat. He say that I'm good enough.
I'm tweaking.
But I don't sleep enough without you. He say that I'm good enough.
Get off. My bitch bad, always looking like shit.
This boy be in my DM say I'm pretty.
all I see is a young white girl that loves pop culture. Pop culture just so happens to be black culture. I don't see any signs of blackfishing. If she sees this video, which I doubt she will because she already saw the playback one, I would love to know what is white culture. I would love to know what aligns there. There are plenty of examples of people actually blackfishing. There are plenty of people actually cultural appropriating out there. There are plenty of people cosplaying as different races. And I don't think that this is it. I think that this is somebody who's insecure about how she grew up or is jealous or of some sort. Because to even put the idea or notion that she's fast in there by saying she's always around a lot of guys, how is that even adjacent to blackness, especially for a young girl? That's a trope that white people use to say that black girls are fast, black girls are hypersexual. That's terrible. That's a nasty talking point. But hey, Miss Ma'am, if you see this, I could be wrong. I'd love for you to answer some of these questions. But until next time.